How does intermittent fasting affect your bowel movements? Let's talk about that. So this video might be too much information for some of you out there, and that's okay. You can just go on to the next video. But this is actually something I have been asked about a lot, and it's so frequent that I thought, it's probably a good idea to make a video about this. When it comes to intermittent fasting, when I was at about a 16-8, I really didn't notice any kind of differences at all. But as I got into longer fast, and especially at OMAD, I did start to notice some minor differences. One thing I've noticed is that I poop less often. When I was, overweight, or even when I was doing, shorter fasting windows, I did find, I was going, twice a day or sometimes even more than that. But now it's generally once a day. Sometimes I go a couple of days in between the time. But it's really not an issue. I still feel fine and everything comes out okay in the end. Some people in the comments section have asked about constipation, which is not something that I have had to deal with. I've never really been one to get constipated very frequently anyway. And I also drink 3 cups of coffee a day, which I think helps keep me regular. I also tend to eat a lot of fiber, like, beans and things like that throughout the week, and I think that helps as well. I also try to drink plenty of water, and I would encourage you, if you are experiencing constipation, be sure to ask your doctor about it and then, get their take on it. There is one thing that has been something that I've certainly never experienced until I started doing OMAD, and that is a thing called dumping syndrome. And I never have any kind of special food that I break the fast with or anything. But there's this one thing that has happened to me a couple of times now, and apparently it has to do with chocolate, and especially like a high quality chocolate. If I am currently in a very fasted state, so what I'm calling that is like, if I've eaten supper the night before, and let's say it's in the afternoon the next day, so not 24 hours, but let's say around 20 hours or so. If I eat only a high quality chocolate, something, that's just really, really good, that causes dumping syndrome for me, which is basically severe diarrhea. And similarly, a few months ago, I kind of got the idea, hey, I wonder if I put, like a tablespoon of cocoa into my coffee, how would that be? Would it make it taste good or something like that? And sure enough, I experienced dumping syndrome again. So I've made it a rule to avoid those things when it comes to fasting. So if I'm going to have chocolate, that's fine. I just have it with a meal, and I don't ever put cocoa powder into my coffee, ever. So that's been my experience with bowel movements as it relates to intermittent fasting. Really, overall, not much change. Just those couple of things where I'm a bit more careful about what I eat in isolation. And if you feel comfortable sharing about this in the comments section, that would be great. Don't let me be the only one talking about this. I know it really can help people, though, if they see that other people are experiencing these things. And be sure to put that in the comments below. Okay, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below.